Hi everybody, welcome back to Outside Office Hours. If you've seen our channel, you know we really enjoy skiing. One of the most important things when you are getting ready for a ski trip is the clothing that you're going to wear while you're out on the mountain. This is really important because some days it snows, some days it's sunny, some days it's cold, some days it's warm. So you have to be able to, dress yourself so you can adapt to kind of those changing conditions. So what I'm going to talk through today is a little bit about insulated versus shell ski clothing and help you decide, maybe which type is right for you. Right. So let's talk a little bit about when you would wear insulated ski clothing. So of course, you want to wear insulated ski clothing on colder days. Insulated clothing has, pants with insulation, jacket with insulation, and will keep you warm. The downside to that is that if it gets sunny or is not very cold to begin with, you might end up getting too warm and be uncomfortable, or you might sweat, get wet, and then end up getting colder. So that kind of brings us to shell clothing, and that's what I'm going to spend most of this video talking through. So shell clothing is basically that outer waterproof layer of snow clothing that you're used to, but it doesn't have any insulation. So it's thin and is just the waterproof layer. The cool thing about that is that if you were to just buy shell pants and a shell jacket, most of the time that's what I wear, even on cold days. And the reason is because you can layer a bunch of stuff underneath it and kind of create your own insulation to keep warm. So I'll go through kind of my cold day setup for shell clothing, and then the warmer the ski day, you just remove, some of these layers so that you can stay warmer. So, all right, first, we have a wool base layer. So this is just a smart wool base layer top. The wool is good because it helps absorb moisture. You kind of want to avoid cotton. These are my base layer tights. These things are pretty cool. Maybe we can do a video on these sometimes, but these are called brace layers. They actually have a knee brace built into the each leg to help stabilize your knees while you're skiing. So I don't actually have any knee injuries. It's more of a preventative thing, but something to consider. So of course, that's your base layer. That's what you put on first. I would wear that probably any day that I'm skiing, even if it's like a warm spring skiing day, I would probably have that base layer on. Now, if it's colder, you want to add a mid layer. So this would probably be a fleece layer. So on top of your base layer, you can put, I bought these fleece pants at REI. I think they were like 50 bucks. They're pretty cheap. You just wear these on top of your base layers, and this kind of acts like the insulation that would be in insulated ski pants. So got this, and then this spider fleece that I wear over the base layer. This actually came from Costco, so it was really affordable. I have some others. I have one from Fjallraven, but this one is kind of my go-to. Okay, so that gets us the base layer, the mid layer, and then the outer shell layer. So I like Helly Hansen stuff, so that's often what I buy. I bought these shell bibs from Helly Hansen. I wear them, honestly, most days when I ski. They're waterproof. Since they're bibs, they keep my upper body also from getting wet, like if you're going through powder and stuff. And they've got some handy pockets and other things in them as well. So another thing if it's a really cold day and you want to have an additional layer above your mid layer but below the shell, I actually spent a pretty decent amount of time researching this. This is a North Face, I think it's called a peak puffer, but it's good. It's synthetic down, and synthetic down is good because because it helps, it doesn't absorb as much moisture, so it's good for skiing. This jacket also packs into its pocket really small, so you can pack it away in your bag. And again, on cold days, having this plus the fleece plus the base layer plus the shell should keep you adequately warm. And then on top, this is actually my favorite ski jacket that I have. I wear this most days when I ski. I think it's a cool color, this Helly Hansen jacket, but it's a shell. So there's no insulation. I wear it, you know, with all those other base layers and stuff, but it's got, you know, some convenient pockets and things as well, and, you know, keeps me dry. One cool thing I'll point out, I mean, this isn't specific to shell layers, but if you are in the market for some kind of ski jacket, you may want to consider making sure the one you buy has a little pocket here at the arm. That can be handy for, you know, a variety of different things, but specifically I keep my ski pass in here because a lot of the RFID scanners or whatever going through the turnstile near the lift, the reader is down here, and it's just convenient to swipe your arm near it and it'll pick it up. So you know, we talked about the shells and the base layers and stuff. If you prefer to just go with an insulated jacket, this one from Dope Snow is really cool. It's a pullover. It's got all the insulation, and again, you know, if you're only gonna ski on cold days, maybe this is good, and that way you don't have to consider all the layers and stuff. Or, you know, if it's super cold and you're in Montana and it's -10 and all that, you know, you're probably not gonna be too warm, so throw this on. So, all right, everybody, I hope that helps if you're in the market for ski gear, or if you're trying to, you know, keep yourself from freezing when you're out on the mountain. Generally, my recommendation, unless you are in bitter cold, personally, and if you do any spring skiing, I would invest in nice shell stuff. You can always add layers below it, and, you know, you can always take them off. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I'm way off base. I don't know. We like to hear from you. So, all right. Bye, guys.